Hey y'all, I'm back. I want to talk about something real quickly. How do you define your Africanness? What makes you black? What makes you African? The reason I'm bringing this up is because news just popped into mind a few minutes ago. So in one of the companies that I worked for, right, we went out on a staff lunch. Okay, we went to Soweto to go and have lunch, Christmas lunch, and wish everyone farewell for the end of the year. So it was a barbecue place, and everyone ordered all their food and stuff, and I got my steak and chips and whatever. We had some drinks on the side, and someone who was sitting next to me ordered tripe. If you guys don't know what tripe is, it's the intestines of, like, usually a cow, an ox, that they cook up and put a lot of spice in and throw on the fire and eat, right? It's considered a delicacy in a lot of African countries, in the Caribbean as well, and perhaps a little bit in the south, in the States, the southern part of the States, Now, offal, okay, which is what it is, was usually given to black people from the butcheries because they couldn't afford the nicer / proper cuts of meat. That was the cheapest stuff that they could get. So they were forced to eat it, right? And black folks, anything we get, we turn into magic, right? So it became a delicacy, okay? So a lot of people like it. I can't stand it, all right? I don't eat offal. I don't eat animals' organs. I don't eat animals' heads. I don't eat animals' feet. It's just not me. It's not something that I like. It's not something that I will ever like. It's something that I have never ever liked. And it's not like I didn't grow up around it, because Ghanaians do eat a lot of that stuff as well. But it's just not me, and I can't stand it. So the person sitting next to me ordered that, right? And, I have one of those really open faces where if I don't like something, my face will just change, I try to control it. I try to, keep it under wraps and stuff, but sometimes it just doesn't work. My face will just immediately react like, ew, you'll see it on my face. And so she was like, I think my face just did its thing, right? My face just did its thing. And she was like, what's wrong, girl? You want to try some of this? And I was like, no, thanks. And she was like, oh, you think you white now? You ain't African enough. You ain't one of us. And that set me off. And the reason it set me off is because my putting offal in my mouth and eating it, doesn't define my Africanicity. And you have no right to come and judge me according to what I eat and be like, oh, well, you're not black enough for me because you don't do the following. You don't fall into these certain parameters. You don't eat certain foods that are considered delicacies within the African culture. Honey, that is you. That ain't me. You can't force me to like what you like. Just because it is your cultural thing, or it is considered nice in your country, even my country, yes, I admit that, even in my country, to eat barbecued offal doesn't mean that I have to like it. Honey, there are things that I just don't like and that you just can't force down my throat and that I'm not going to eat no matter what. That doesn't define how African or not I am, So I think Africans go around out there just judging everything, looking for someone to have beef with, like, oh, if you don't do this, if you don't dress a certain way, you aren't African enough. Honey, I'm probably more African than you are, because Africanicity is not just the obvious color of my skin, the obvious kind of hair that I have, or, you know what I mean? It can't be defined by the way that I speak. You don't know what I have inside of me. You don't know how proudly African I am and how much I fight for our people, my people, and how much I believe in my continent and pushing my people forward and standing for everything black, everything powerful, knowing my own history as a black person. That doesn't define me. So, black folks out there, please stop judging. You need to stop judging each other. Because I speak a certain way doesn't define my Africanicity. You don't know what's on the inside of me. You don't know what's up here. You don't know the knowledge that I have. You don't know the soul that I have. It might be a lot deeper, a lot more spiritual, a lot more African than yours will ever be. So please don't go around there judging just because people don't eat certain things or because they speak a certain way or dress a certain way that doesn't suit you. It's not about you, honey. It's not about you all the time. And you can't define who people are based on what you see. So stop judging, okay? It doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. You don't know what's on the inside. Life lesson. Take it to heart. All right, y'all. Be good or be good at it. Talk to you later. Bye for now.